Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's caught inside the 25. And what a big-time play there. 61 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Tough spot here. 3rd and 18 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Knight. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll come out in the pistol. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it.
Wow. That ball was not free. But
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And 24-25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, Knight. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Back to throw. Knight. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Knight flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Diggs going in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Caldwell. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Another carry now for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, 20, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 72 yards. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Looking to throw on second down. Knight buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. 3rd and goal, Gurley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, and sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And some room to roam now. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. The tight end, Henry, here in motion. Throwing again. Knight. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Caldwell. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They're going to try and throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And it's caught. Touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right on the 30-yard line.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. David Johnson here on the catch. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Hey, check 26.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And how about the Eagles leading that ball game at the moment? A surprise. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Knight. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Play action. Knight. He'll buy some time right. And he's got room. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play fake. Knight. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Knight forced out to his left. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Let's go. 3-19.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on second down, Knight. From the left side, it's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Defense showing blitz. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Steps away. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, Knight. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Knight escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 9-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Knight. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. James has got it, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other target.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get it this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. And running with power here. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The tight end Henry here in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down following the incompletion. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's James. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On play action, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on third down. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
319! 319! 319!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Following the fumble recovery, Knight. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys